Hi Kiwi, alright, we are back at Hades 1. We're going to be running the aspect of Rama. We're going to take the Palm Blossom and just max out whatever stacks we're given from the initial boons. We're going to take 1 level of Jury Summons, 3 levels of Extreme Measures, 1 level of Benefits Package, 1 level of Approval Process so that we can get that Prophecy fulfilled, and 1 level of Tight Deadline, bringing us to a total of 12 heat.
That ought to liven things up.
We've also switched up a bunch of mirror perks for the sake of getting the other prophecy fulfilled, and hopefully by the end of this run.
I've got a feeling this time, man, like things are really going to take a turn for you, and I mean for the better, almost certainly, I think.
We should be able to get about, I think, 23 Titan Blood. We'll take the special here. Not that I intend to go all in on the special, but it'll make it very easy to apply status privilege, except I don't think we have status privilege equipped. We have the other one that is you gain 5% more damage, 5% more damage overall per god boon that you have. So maybe that doesn't matter. Really what we want to do is stack up as many gods as we can on this build.
What do we have here?
I think probably the scariest thing to recognize is that I do not have thick skin right now. I have high confidence, which means that I do more damage for being above 80% HP, but I don't have the 50 extra HP that you start with from thick skin, and that can make things very dicey at times, I would say. But I think, honestly, that's part of the reason why I chose Rama. Alternatively, I would have chosen probably either Hestia or Eris on the rail.
Here on Olympus, nephew, we take care of one another and support each other. Quite unlike how it must be there in your father's grim domain. No wonder you intend to leave.
But between the... do I want to upgrade my special to Thunder Flourish instead, since we don't really need... I don't actually know if that's any better for us. It kind of sounds fun, though, and I don't want the dash. Sure, okay, we'll upgrade to Thunder Flourish.
Nicest won't mind.
So, we won't immediately get that extra 5% damage from having a different god's boon, but that's fine.
Mine. I caught a knucklehead.
The goal of this run is mostly just... I don't think housekeeping is the right way to phrase it, but it is kind of that mentality almost. Namely, we just want to make sure that we get all that Titan Blood and get ourselves set up for some very juicy upgrades in the future. Oh, and teleported away at the worst possible time. I was so committed to that shot.
Excellent.
Palm Blossom on the special. Maybe we are going to end up running Rama the wrong way. That'd be funny. We'll go ahead and take the early hammer. The HP looks very appealing given we're only starting with a relatively low amount of HP overall, but I think we'll be able to manage this just fine. Rama is hands down my best weapon, I would say, overall, with Hestia and Eris being next strongest, most likely. Then it's probably something on the gauntlets. Let's see. Chain shot we do not like. Aw, man, triple shot would have been so good. Oh well, we'll take twin shot, reduced range, but still effectively double our damage. Unfortunately, the game has decided we're going all in on the special aside from the hammer that it's presented us. Fun fact though, this special does one-shot the gems, so, or what are they called? I don't actually remember what these gemstones are called, but we have a lot of damage in Styx right now. Or in Tartarus, rather. Aphrodite on the attack I always like to see because, well, her damage, or her debuff itself isn't that exciting. You shouldn't be really getting hit. It is a safety net. And more than anything, it has one of the highest base damages we could hope for, so... Oh dear. We'll just finish him with the special. Dashed into his attack a couple more times than I would have liked to admit.
Aphrodite, you must have more worshippers and suitors than all your kin upon Olympus combined. I may not fall exactly into either category, though I hope you know my gratitude for all you've done for me is true.
You know, dearest, I am more worshipped than perhaps anybody else upon Olympus. You'd think getting such praise would roll right off my back by now, but no. I love receiving it, especially from you. Dearest wife, I sense your heart is very full indeed. You positively emanate with love. You must have grown quite close to many dear to you. Perhaps so you may do the same with me? I'm so delighted to have seen your spirit shine.
Yeah, we're pretty close to kind of maxing out everyone's affection. We've stacked up a whole lot of nectar on everyone. Neither of these are terribly exciting. Would have loved to see her attack. I guess for now, maybe I take Passion Dash. Since I'm going to be dashing towards enemies, the cast is always disappointing. So yeah, we'll take her dash. That's not really what I wanted, but we'll take it. Oh, look, we have unlocked her next tier of progression immediately. That's kind of cool.
Anyone there?
And as previously stated, any amount of HP is helpful. We'll take this trial here. I probably will take some damage, but we've got a very generous, tight deadline. We only have 1 level, and I'm pretty confident I can
Why, thank you,
survive
love.
pretty well. Perfect. There's her attack. It's the weakest form, but damage is damage, I suppose. 50% more.
Nephew, when presented with a choice to side against me or not to be such a fool, do be sure to choose the latter next time.
Once again, going to give a little bit of credit to the voice actor there. That was a very lovely delivery for, especially the you could hear the distaste and frustration in the not to be such a fool. Like, he very much emphasized each individual word while also just having like this very annoyed tone.
Sorry, Lord Zeus.
Zeus, I find overall, his trials are pretty easy to deal with because they're pretty generous with giving you a lot of time to respond to his little circles. The main issue is if you start dashing and he spawns another one right where you dash, it's a little bit harder to get out of. But the game's being pretty kind with the placement of them. Woohoo, a level
All
in.
right, let's call the score between us settled up for now. Just don't go spurning me again, you understand?
Just what we wanted to see, a level on Passion Dash. We will very gladly take static. Ooh, do I want Double Strike or Static Discharge? I think Jolted is better overall for now,
Lord Zeus'
but
strength.
Double Strike is a pretty convincing alternative.
Wretches, take him now.
Let's make this quick.
So our special actually does a pretty substantial amount of damage. Maybe I go a gimmick build with this next. 'Cause this actually feels pretty good. Maybe we're just gonna commit to it at this point. Although, maybe I didn't get a good special focused hammer, so maybe not. But soon.
Fine. Help yourself.
Cheers, father.
Artemis or Coin? I think we take Artemis. Honestly, Artemis doesn't sound too bad on this build. Maybe she'll give us a trade for our attack. But actually, yeah, I'm pretty impressed. Zeus's, I did not expect Zeus's special to be this strong on the special. I mean, it's Zeus. I shouldn't be surprised that it's strong, but
All right, Zagreus. Catch your breath, decide, and then what say we get you out of hell, maybe?
let us see. Caster pressure points always. Artemis's cast leaves something to be desired. I think it's gonna be between Centaur Soul or Yarn of Ariadne. I could get both technically, but I don't think I want to. This is a cheap Centaur Soul. I'm gonna take that just for the little bit of extra survivability. I don't strictly need, but now we're back at the starting HP that we usually start a run with, and that should be all we need, honestly. These guys have their little damage control shield buff, but they can't really block too much damage from us right now. Honestly, this feels kind of fun and it looks really cool. Okay, I've convinced myself. I don't know if we're gonna do it this run, but I do think I'm going to do a Rama Zeus build in the future because this actually feels pretty good. It'll likely fall off very hard once we get to Elysium, like all kind of like gimmicky builds tend to do. But until then, sure, why not? Rapid Fire Zappies is kind of the name of the game at this point. But like a Zeus Legendary comboed with a Zeus Double Strike, and that's about all we need.
Good enough to eat.
More damage on the special or more damage on Jolted? Jolted does a whole lot of damage, wow. We've already got a whole bunch of levels on the floor, so let's go ahead and get an extra level on Jolted. This is the end shop, so we're just about done with Tartarus. Let's see who shows up in the shop. Artemis again and Hermes. I can't afford both, and I was unfortunately not given a gold pot. I think an early Hermes offers more because it's a 5% damage increase, and Hermes' boons are always kind of great.
I'll take it.
Attack faster. Okay, cool. Take that very gladly.
Red Blood, I really don't appreciate what happened here last time.
Well, you should probably gain an appreciation for it, because Electo, it's going to happen again, unfortunately, for you.
Or this?
Like, look at that. 2 shots, and she's already kind of phased. She's already phased. Oh, hi, Meg.
Powering up.
I'm going to bail out just because... There we go. Yeah, if you can charge up a full attack on Rama, it does so much damage. It's a little bit iffy, because I think you're well aware, Rama takes forever to charge up. But look at that. Like, we legitimately 2-shot her, and we have the weakest Aphrodite boon possible. There we go. Easy peasy, Electo down.
see you later.
Indeed. We got to roll on Passion Dash again. I think I'm probably going to drop the Palm Blossom for something else at this point. Or though, I could get more stacks on the attack. Here, wait, I have an idea.
Purge boons for
Not even
coin.
giving us the option of selling it, but honestly, I am impassioned by it. So, goodbye, Passion Dash. Thank you for the coin you offered. Alright, now I feel a little bit better. We'll buy the Darkness there. We'll stick with the Palm Blossom, I think. Hopefully we get some more fun boons. I wouldn't mind Pressure Points. Not that it scales very well with this build. It's just funny. Or not Pressure Points, Support Fire from Artemis. I really like Support Fire. It makes my brain happy to see all of those arrows flying every time we land an attack. I hear a fish, I see a Chaos, but we were offered a Zeus, and I think, unfortunately, Zeus trumps Chaos in this instance. Although a dash attack up and attack up, both of those would be pretty phenomenal for this poor Rama all around.
A Slavag.
But, I mean, a chance at double strike is always worth taking. High voltage is okay. Zeus's legendary is phenomenal. Even Zeus's call would be pretty decent because it's always good damage. Oh, let's not stand in the lava. That is the thing I seem to be the worst at when it comes to dealing with Asphodel, is I'm just very prone to dashing into the lava when I'm focusing on DPSing. Especially with the bow, because I actually had a fun little conversation with a commenter earlier, kind of giving all the advice for the bow and what I say. And one of the most important things for managing the bow is learning how to dash attack reliably.
This message.
Because, oh, perfect, we got double strike, excellent. Lowest tier, but still 25% chance to hit twice is always welcome in this book.
Remain exactly where you are.
But in case you didn't know, the time it takes to charge up your power shot is reduced by dash, substantially reduced by dash attacking. Allow me to demonstrate. So this is how long it takes to charge up, and then a dash attack, it's about double the speed. Like, you don't feel it as well with Rama because Rama is super slow, but that makes it even more valuable because of how slow Rama is. Plus, I mean, your damage ramps up the longer you charge that bow up for, so there's no reason not to use a dash attack unless you're probably playing forced overtime and need to focus on dodging. But honestly, the optimal way to do it is just learn how to combo your dodges with your dash attacks. If you can learn to optimize that, the bow becomes one of the strongest and safest weapon options in the game, by far.
How do we pick the pace up just a little, cuz? Or maybe by a lot? Whatever you've the mood and stomach for right now.
I agree, Hermes. I'm running pretty slow for a Rama run. Neither of these are terribly exciting, but I'm not going to waste a reroll here. We'll take the 10% dodge chance, I think. Yeah, greater evasion it is. What do we got?
Of Hermes.
Okay, we'll go ahead and take the Artemis boon here. The shop is probably more fun because we could potentially get another Zeus boon, but we have everything we want from Zeus aside from his legendary, so I'm not that excited for further Zeusing up. More Zeus juice, if you will. I think, if I had to guess, Zeus juice probably is carbonated. You need something that kind of shocks the tongue. That or it's very acidic. I mean, Zeus juice is probably a soda, let's be honest.
In the name of Hades.
And we get Hunter's Mark. Excellent. 30% crit chance on enemies that have not been crit yet. Sounds great. I have mixed opinions about Hunter's Mark, honestly. I feel like it's really good. I just never feel convinced. Like, okay, let me rephrase that. Everyone speaks volumes about the quality and potency of Hunter's Mark, but I never feel convinced that I'm using it right or benefiting from it the way that makes people think this is amazing. I think probably the issue is I don't have a reliable way of critting right now, which means Hunter's Mark is only showing up very rarely. But I mean, there was a guaranteed crit, and it crit for 332 without a fully charged attack, so, like, I guess Hunter's Mark is definitely really strong in the right builds, in the right moments. I just haven't quite learned what those are, and I think that's the issue. I don't quite understand how to use it most effectively.
Much better.
Dionysus or another Zeus? We'll take Zeus here, I think. Dionysus was fun, but at this point we don't really have anything we want from him, let's be honest. We traded in his special almost immediately. He's probably a little bit sour about that, knowing him.
This isn't good.
I think this is fine, Son of Hades. I don't know why I've randomly started calling him that. Like, it's so weird. He ran away just in time. Get a good hit there. Nice meat shot. Pop the Gorgon head, and you're done. Phew.
Bye, you two.
Oh, excellent. Splitting bolt. So we really are running a kind of funny special focus build. Maybe and there's Eurydice. I could roll for her. I think it's Ambrosia Delight. No, I think that's the one that gives increased rarity for other boons that we find in the run.
welcome back.
Running solo today,
Hey,
Eurydice.
did Orpheus really used to have curls and something called a tan? I've only ever seen him looking, well, how he does now.
It's probably hard to maintain a tan when you're underground for the rest of your eternal existence.
He did. And a tan is like, well, when you stay out in the hot sun up there long enough, your skin kind of starts to bake a little bit. But nicer than that sounds. Gotta say, though, the years have been kind to Orphe, don't you think?
Whatever you say. Oh, it is Ambrosia Delight. Okay, so here's the thing. If I take Ambrosia Delight, there are a lot of things that can hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a 1 in 4 chance of us hitting the special. But I definitely don't want Palm Porridge, and there aren't a lot of things I want more boon-wise. So honestly, I think I'm still taking it because some of the things it can hit, like Static Discharge or Double Strike, are still pretty phenomenal to hit. So let's see what we get.
Coming right up.
We did not get it, but we did get Double Strike and Greater Evasion. At least the fact that it upgraded Double Strike is pretty good for us because, I mean, Double Strike does effectively double our damage every time it activates, so pretty solid boon. Aphrodite, not terribly excited by her, but why don't we go ahead and see what she offers.
I can use this.
Weak effects are more potent, or after I take damage. Neither of these are terribly exciting, but I'm not wasting a reroll on Aphrodite. I probably shouldn't have even bought her. Turns out Aphrodite really doesn't offer you much in the way of things you'd want outside of the flat damage that her attack and special boons can offer. And she does have some pretty solid duos, especially if you're running a Dionysus build with hangover damage. We'll just take Broken Resolve here. Talk to Charon. Well said, Charon. Alright, let's go ahead and just absolutely destroy Lerny, because I think I've already proved it with how we took out Electo. We hurt.
We'll have to catch up some other time, Lerny, as I'm in a bit of a rush.
I see the gold pot next to me, but I'm not going to focus on it. Pew. Alright, maybe we don't hurt nearly as much. It feels like our damage may have already fallen off a little bit. Honestly, the DPS on Thunder Flourish feels fantastic. The fun thing about Rama is when you know an enemy's already dead before it even gets attacked, or if you have your special on enemies, you sometimes don't even have to worry about finishing them off. You just move on to the next target, tag it with the special, and then share the damage with whoever's been tagged. But honestly, like, Thunder Flourish feels pretty damn great here. I'm genuinely gonna run a special build one day. You know what? Actually, I just realized there is, I think, Aphrodite and it may be Aphrodite and Zeus's duo, but there is a duo that makes it so Jolted does not wear off on enemies, and that might be the combo with Aphrodite now that I think about it. Which means maybe we do want Aphrodite on a core boon after all. Huh. I didn't think about that till just now.
Done bashing heads for now.
Let me see. Is it Aphrodite and Zeus's duo? I think it is. No, it is Demeter's duo with him. Okay, what was Aphrodite? Scintillating Feast? No, Smoldering. Oh, it's Smoldering Air. I don't care. I don't even have a god. I don't even have a call yet, so Smoldering Air doesn't do much for us. That is the duo between Aphrodite and Zeus that gives us 1%. It caps our god gauge at 25% max fill, but it increases the rate of regeneration by to 1% per second, which is pretty substantial in a lot of instances. I don't think I'm going to buy anything from the Well of Charon or sell things at the Pool of Purging. On to the next floor. Hopefully, like, if we get a special focused hammer, I'm probably just going to switch into a special build again. So this went from the right way to play Rama to the wrong way to play Rama, or honestly kind of halfway between the two. It's the mostly correct way to play Rama. But let's see, Artemis and Erebus or a Palm of Power. I say...
I can't get in.
Oh, never mind, I don't have the heat for it. Alright, we'll take the Palm and put it on the attack most likely, or Double Strike. It would be pretty solid on Double Strike.
Surprise.
Where are the enemies? There you are. Some strong bows. Would you kindly not shoot me there, bud?
Got him.
I think the Revenant's trying to regenerate counts as an attack because that one, I didn't kill it. The one that went up top that I tried to just go back to kill earlier, I'm pretty sure that it must have died to jolted damage there. I see you shooting at me. Don't think I didn't notice that. Honestly, genuinely impressed. Like, I guess that's the nature of any Zeus-focused build, is you stack up all the right boons, and it just becomes immensely powerful. Zeus just, the more Zeus you stack, the stronger he becomes. Like, watch these little guys. They don't even stand a chance. I'm just going to stand here and spam fire my special, and they won't even get near me. Unless they spawn on top of me, in which case I do have to dash away. Kind of lame game. Couldn't let me have that moment of just, I'm going to stand here and DPS without moving. This is how you play an AD carry in League of Legends. You just stand and right-click. Kiwi, that probably means nothing to you, but basically, ranged character in League of Legends that scales with physical damage is all you need to know. Chain shot. Oh, hey, well, I guess we're getting forced into Relentless Volley after all. Fire plus 4 shots. All right.
Let's go, Coronacht.
And we'll take our gems. So I did say if I got a hammer focused on special, I'll probably just stick with the special. I think I'm just going to stick to a mixed attacker here. It's more fun that way for me. Like, I get the best of both worlds. I should probably focus on not standing next to these chariots anymore. But, it doesn't matter.
I need to look for better help.
I'll take it.
Knowing how this game plays, it's going to give us a Patroclus room. HP or Palm. I'm going to take one more level on the attack. I think, honestly, Palm here, because I feel pretty safe. Like, even if I throw a Death Defiance to the heroes, I don't really feel like I'm at threat of losing this run. I'm running Rama. I think that's enough. I guess I am running high confidence after all. Honestly, it might be more valuable to lose a Death Defiance so that I can get the benefits of high confidence again.
Should press on.
All right, 40% double strike chance or 30% or 30 more damage on Jolted. I think double strike does more damage overall here. Aphrodite versus Shop. I'm gonna go for Shop and see if we can find another Zeus boon. It might be better that I just save my money though. There's Artemis. Artemis is somewhat tempting, but not amazingly so. I'll buy the HP just because I am taking a couple more hits than I like. Let's go ahead and buy Artemis. It's fine.
I'll take this one.
Support fire. There we go. Okay, that's all I wanted from her. Honestly, like I don't need that. And then we'll take this because it's another Zeus boon. And Dionysus will show up. I could go for strong drink from Dionysus. I think.
Don't pick
I
one.
don't know who's preferable to choose here. Can I go fishing first? I can. Cool. Okay, I'll think about which god I want in the meantime. Dionysus, I mostly want strong drink so that I can heal the full from the fountain and get the little bit of damage boost. Zeus offers high voltage at best, I think here. The one that increases our AoE. Which doesn't necessarily give us a whole lot extra, but it does make us do more damage with the special. I think I'm going to go with Zeus here.
Now, wasn't that a simple test, nephew?
Lightning Reflexes or Heaven's Vengeance, neither of which I particularly want. But is it worth re-rolling just for the sake of that? No, it's not. So, I guess I'll take... No, I don't want to get hit. Lightning Reflexes... neither of these are really that exciting. I guess I'll take Lightning Reflexes. Oh well.
Looks like I'm not going to lie. You hurt my feelings here. I thought we had a thing, a close familial bond. I'm really mad now that I think on it.
Once again, I really like how they directed that voice line.
Well, that's that.
That was, you could feel the extra emotion in the line is how I would phrase it. But it's just fun. It's just fun to hear how they talk with good... man, there's just something special about good voice acting. And I say this as someone who wants to be good at voice acting and knows that he's at mediocre at best, with some instances of being decent and emphasis on decent at best. Like, I openly acknowledge that I'm new to this field. I'm just trying to have fun with it, and it's certainly not. It's not a professional passion of mine. I wouldn't make a career out of it, I suppose, because I don't think I have. One, I don't have the way to protect my voice.
Hey, now that was quite a sight. I gotta hand it to you, man, and you deserve this. Here.
And I really have minimal background in theater outside of kind of like stage crew, which isn't acting at all. It's just physical labor. Palm HP or a Chaos boon. Maybe now's the time to pull a Chaos boon. This could really harm us in front of it going into the heroes fight, but also we could get special damage, and that sounds like fun.
When I conceived the world and the immortal son of Hades, I did not expect you would be standing here before me now.
I guess one important thing to consider is, does this affect the buff that gives us more damage for each god boon we have? Because at this point, we have Artemis, we have Aphrodite. Okay, we have our 4 gods. We've got Dionysus, Aphrodite, Zeus, and Artemis. We do have a Hermes boon, so it's really just a matter of, does Chaos benefit that as well? Do I want more coin or better boons at this point? I don't think I gain much from better boons, so I'll take this. So for the next 4 standard encounters, you face 39% more enemies. Afterwards, you find 30% more gold. That will be relatively useless to us in the long run, but we'll take the darkness here, I think. If it's mostly flame chariots, I'm going to pop them before they're even a threat, so that's fine. But like, look, Thunder Flourish does so much. I wasn't... did you see that? That trap arrow, the purple flying arrow from these little wall traps? I got a near miss on it, meaning I just barely didn't touch it, and then I dashed back into it to make sure that I did. That was kind of embarrassing. Okay, not gonna lie, this feels fantastic. Okay, this is the this is the correct wrong way to play Rama. Like, Dionysus is cool and all, but once you stack that poison, you're just waiting. This one, this feels great. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's basically what this build has devolved into at this point, just spam Thunder Flourish. But like, everything is just getting popped from a distance. I don't even need my attack anymore. Okay, hi guys. At this point, the only thing that can make it stronger is Demeter. Getting the Demeter duo boon, and we're already locked. I am really committed to getting hit by those, aren't I? It does appear that I will likely be popping a Death Defiance here. Unfortunate, but kind of deserved for playing like a complete ignoramus. You know why it's telling me I'm having near misses? It's because I have lightning reflexes going, that's why. Alright, well there's Patroclus. I guess we'll take Patroclus, because Patroclus will give us a whole lot of healing. And I'm not really running the attack, I don't have any Death Defiances.
Hey, that's Achilles, isn't it? Wanted me to do it, I swear. Were it not for you, Pat, I don't even like to think about what I'd have done. The war would have gone differently then, I suppose.
At long last, they're reunited, Kiwi. Alright, let's go get their dialogue together. Let's see what they say.
I thought we might run into you, but how strange to see you face to face out here, lad. To see this place myself, I still can't quite believe any of this.
He really can't. Though I keep telling him it's true. Nothing's accomplished without risk, isn't that so? But we of course have you to thank, stranger. Our troubles needn't have been your concern.
Nonsense, sir. You're my friend. And Achilles. I don't know where I would even be if not for you.
Well, no need to get emotional, is there? We Myrmidons, we're not the sentimental type. Achilles is simply on break, is all. From a demanding job. You've a demanding job as well, so here, my customary gift.
Glad to see them reunited at last. Alright, let's take Hydrolite Gold. Restores 30% of our HP per chamber for 5 chambers.
Take it.
And that'll heal us entering this next chamber as well. Alright, we've unlocked their progression, their character progression. Alright, shop or Aphrodite? I think we've already established that Aphrodite doesn't, strictly speaking, offer us anything. And we have her attack boon, so we can get duos. The shop could offer us a Zeus. It could offer us an Artemis, which gives us more crit chance. Didn't offer us any healing, but technically we'll get a second proc, or a second hit of the Hydrolite Gold that we bought. So I think I'm going to leave the Artemis boon here. Let's just go straight into the heroes, and we'll see how much more I need to care about my attack in this instance.
Enemy. Attack us if you dare, blackguard. Asterius and I stand ready.
Hey, Boldy.
Just immediately drops a boulder on them. A tree drops an apple. I'll drop a freaking boulder. Theseus, calm down. Oh, hello. Hello, Bull. Look at that. Just all of that damage with them standing next to each other. That was pretty funny. It doesn't seem to be doing nearly as much damage as I would hope, but I'm looking from the perspective of how much of a burst build Rama is. Also, fun fact, you can apparently use these, the things that Boldy summons as a blocker for Asterius there, which is pretty funny. I think Theseus is just gonna pop himself in a second. Yeah, there he is. Whatever, we'll finish the bull in the meantime. I think we're just taking out Theseus. Oh, shoot. The unfortunate thing, though, is that that does also block your own attack, so you have to be mindful of that. Oh, he's charging up as a charge. Cool. I saw the bull starting to get ready to fire. I appreciate that I can just, like, bounce attacks off Theseus, or off Asterius into Theseus there. You don't often get to finish Theseus before the Minotaur, but I appreciate that. Alright, Bull, come on right here. Alright, I'm just going to finish him with the special. It seems like every time I tried to attack there, I was just completely out of sync because my brain is like, press the special button and hold it.
Please hold your applause. On my authority.
And we got another round of Palm Blossom
Thanks to your support.
on the special. Cool.
You, Shades.
I do think I'm going to trade out the Palm Blossom at this point. I think there are too many things I can land on. So what can we level up? I could take Demeter here. That would give us an excuse to potentially get her duo, although it's very unlikely we would see 2 Demeter boons on one floor. And so then what begs the question, should I take instead? I think, why don't we keep going with leveling up the Harpy Feather Duster.
Go with that one.
Not that I really need it here, but it'll give us more, a little bit more HP, and more importantly, it'll just mark a little check mark off on our completion list. I'll leave these be, and let's head on to the next floor. The odds of me getting a me getting a Titan Blood here are low, because I need to save up like 700 coin. But if I get a if I do a 5-chamber stick or sticks and pay attention to gold drops, it's a reasonable possibility. I guess I don't actually need to pick up those healing items. I'm at full HP. Every pot we find is between 15 and 30 coin, I believe. No, I think they're always 15. It's just sometimes they're stacked on top of each other and it looks like it's 30. All right, only Dionysus. We do have a Titan Blood. Yeah, we need 703 coin. What I'm going to do is let's start with the Palm level here.
Should check this way.
We'll try and tack that onto either Jolted Damage or Double Strike, I think, would be the best option. I do actually feel like our special does more than our attack right now, which is pretty wild to me, because that isn't usually how Rama plays. We've just gotten so stacked up on Zeus that there's not much more I could ask for. Yeah, you know what? The DPS on the bow, or the DPS on the special, I think outranks the attack now. It's pretty wild. That is absolutely crazy. Yeah, this is just going to be called the wrong way to play Rama. I need to remember to cast Sisyphus. I'll probably save it for a mini-boss that I'm inevitably going to find, because we are going to be stacking up 6 chambers here for the sake of getting as much gold as possible if I can. Ouch, that rat hurts.
Curing water. I can't.
I am scanning each room for coin, and I'm not seeing much, except now. That's funny. Like it heard me say that, and then knew, well, let's prove him wrong like usual. Oh, wait, why did I dash into that? Hold on. Ugh. I don't know if there are any other bows that this would work with nearly as well. Like, you could probably make an argument for Chiron, but the thing about the Zeus special is I do think it doesn't drop a lightning bolt for every hit that you land. So there is detriment to the rapid fire nature of Chiron. I'm just going to DPS these guys because I think killing them is a faster way to clear your poison than getting to the
power of the gods.
Darn it, we didn't get any good is this such instance where rerolling is acceptable? Because I mean, I could alternatively get a Zeus boon. I'm rerolling.
How about a different set of choices?
None of these are really what I wanted. Would have loved it on that Jolted, but approval process said no. All right, any other gold chests? No. Okay. Moving along. I hear a fish. Where is my fish? There you are. Hey Cerberus, how you doing there, big guy? Don't worry, I'll be sure to pet you at the end of this episode. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go for some mini-boss rooms next, and I'll hopefully remember to use at least one stack of Sisyphus. I was a little too slow on that cache, so I didn't get anything fancy. So let's go for the Zeus room first, because that gives us potential for more damage. Then we'll go for the coin room. Oh wait, what did I do? Oh well, I guess we're just going to use Sisyphus here. That's fine, I suppose. Thankfully, we got some nice little gold pots in here, plus Sisyphus, so we're at 700. We still need 500 gold more. I guess that's true. I don't have to save Sisyphus for Hades, since I will benefit from the gold that he offers. So I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind that actually maybe the better move is to just let Sisyphus do as he pleases in the trash mob chambers for the sake of stacking up as much gold as possible. We are getting a pretty substantial amount of gold though. I know there's another mini boss that spawns here, but I wanted to just take out the satyr. And actually, no, I guess the other mini boss doesn't spawn unless we have middle management going, so this is fine. I still maintain that I think the special does more DPS here. That's pretty wild. Alright, cast or Heaven's Vengeance. Unfortunately, the call was really what we wanted, so I guess we'll just take the cast. Oh well.
Alright, Lord Zeus. Yum.
The cast will benefit from all the other boons that we've gotten, except, I guess, technically not static discharge, or well, not static discharge, technically not jolted. I'm saying the wrong thing 2 times in a row now. It won't benefit from double strike is what I am really trying to say, because it doesn't actually, it doesn't drop lightning bolts. Double strike only affects lightning bolts, which is what I realized that one episode where I was running the attack and being like, why am I not getting double strike? I want double strike.
Something I need.
Nothing from the well that I want, especially with the mindset of I'm trying to save up gold. That said, with a couple lucky pots, this is the last chamber we will need to get gold from, because I believe a mini boss guarded golden obol room will give us about 200 coin. It's at minimum 150, but I think it's 200. I see that pot right there. It's twinkling in the background. So let's see. Are we done with sticks? After this room, specifically. Just look at all that lighting. This is fun. I like this build. It's super brainless too, which is even funnier. And I really do think we've got everything we could possibly want aside from that Demeter duo. All right, let's see. Does this give us 200? It gave us 206. Oh, right, because of the Chaos boon that increased it by 30%. Awesome. All right, so we can go ahead and afford that Titan Blood and go manhandle Hades with his brother's boons. All right, 1 Titan Blood, please.
Spend it all in one place, mate.
And 1 Cerberus, please.
The Guardian of Hell itself decides the time has come for a short break and snack.
I agree. I could also go for a short break and a snack.
Thanks, boy.
Cerberus nourished with a well-balanced meal. Very cute. Very cute indeed.
Father.
Again, you draw me from all my responsibilities back at the house.
This is one of your responsibilities, just not at the house. And I mean, you asked us to do it, Hades, so don't complain. I think Greater Evasion just triggered there because we should have gotten hit by that, shouldn't we? Look at that DPS though. Like, I'm just gonna stand here and wail on him and see what happens. I have 3 Death Defiances. We're just gonna stand here and spam special and see what comes of it, honestly. If I need to start dodging, I will when I have to. He's body blocking them right now. I do not have any Sisyphus, so... Alright. Can we just go full brainless on Hades? I'm just gonna let it happen. When I get down to my last Death Defiance, we'll think about it. Okay. Apparently you can't hold special while you're playing out your Death Defiances here. Maybe I should put my body a little bit closer to the back of the wall, but I think we're fine. Alright, none of this, none of this. Please don't touch. You touched. I said please don't. That armor makes them so tanky. You know what I should have done? I should have taken, like, the Myrmidon Bracer for this dumb playstyle. Alright. I don't think we can face tank nearly as much as I would like to. But honestly, like, could you, like, if I had some damage reduction, I definitely could do this. He's gonna use his laser, so I can kind of bail out here. Yeah, I guess lasers kind of ruin that strategy pretty badly, because you have to dodge those, or they'll just rapid-fire DPS you. Still, kind of funny that I could do that, right? Like, we agree that I didn't need to do that, but the fact that I could is pretty funny. Oh, hold on.
Blood beginning to boil.
No, I'm good. He's summoning pods, which means free DPS for us. Whoop. Okay. Maybe in hindsight, I shouldn't have been a complete and total idiot with how I was playing. I still feel fine. I just need to play a little bit safer. Just a little bit. I mean, if you're gonna just stand there and spawn pots, you're making this as easy as possible for me. Thanks, Hades. Stand still and launch special.
I shall keep coming back. The same as you.
Alright. You can tell them...
Win, boy.
Look, if you choose not to dodge against the final boss of Hades, it's your own fault for losing all of your Death Defiances. But the fact that I could choose to do that, just, like... This episode is high confidence. Like, I took the mirror perk high confidence, and I proved that when it comes to Rama, doesn't matter how I build it, I have high confidence. So let's do special. Actually, hold on. Remove that Rama. Then we got Zeus's legendary. Then we got special, of course. And then I think support fire was actually kind of clutch there. Okay, it really wasn't, but it felt good to have, so we're putting it on there. Relentless volley and support fire. It was such a silly build. And there we go, 33 win streak, 65 total clears, and not our slowest run, a sub 20 run. We could have had max level, like, think about that. I played really silly, and we could have had max level tight deadline and still cleared it fine. Kinda wild.
The limitless variety of fauna dwelling on the surface brings to Zagreus no shortage of delight. Though when he makes an effort to communicate with one, its eyes so full of calm intelligence, he learns that bears are not as gentle as they seem.
Callisto, what are you doing to us? I'm pretty sure it's Callisto who can turn into a bear. I think that's the... Artemis definitely had a line about Callisto. I'm pretty sure Callisto turning into a bear. No matter. So, yeah. I love Rama.
There he is.
That's all I can say. Rama is one of my best weapons, and I don't... compare it to that sword run we just had.
Glad you died so I could talk to you.
One, I was like, I still had a Death Defiance and felt sketchy. This one, I did not have a Death Defiance and still felt confident with, because I just stood still and DPS'd.
It seems Achilles had a complicated arrangement with your father. I understand you simplified things for the better there, and he was able to visit Elysium at last. Well done.
Thank you. He more than deserved it. I mean, old father's nice to you at least, isn't he, boy?
As promised, Cerberus, here are your very well-earned pets.
Disturbed you, Cerberus.
Don't apologize. Cerberus loves his pets as long as you pet the correct head.
The monster Cerberus sits vigilant atop his bedroll.
Sounds like our cats. They are ever vigilant as they sleep.
Blasted parchment work, it never goes away.
As they rest over their... rather, as they rest.
The tale of your birth is so complex, my friend.
You don't say. 50 gemstones for 300 darkness, never worth it.
Sans the featured servant once again.
I hope you'll get to see Thanatos again soon.
Good chatting.
I'm confused. Can I not talk to Meg? Was that like a combo dialogue? Or is like Dusa just in the range of Meg so I can't talk? Weird. Whatever. Let's turn in our fish. All low tier things, so we're probably not gonna get anything fancy. Okay, 2 nectar, 1 key, and 40 gems. Not terrible, not terrible at all. Alright, we've got some new dialogue with Nyx, which means I think we're finally gonna reunite her with her parent.
At last, the bridge to chaos is restored. Thank you so very much, my child. I shall be going then, and I shall presently return. Please have no fear. And now, farewell. I shall bring Chaos your kindest regards.
The bridge to chaos sounds very metal, not gonna lie.
Please do. Until next time, Nyx.
Oof. Yeah, so see, I mentioned this in the previous episode. When Achilles and Orpheus, they teleport in and out, they use the same summoning sigil that the shades in all of the levels spawn in, all the enemies spawn in with, that little kind of orange circle with Hades' sigil in the center. But the gods, they just go poof. I like that as kind of like a... I like that little attention to detail is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, we should have 2 major prophecies fulfilled here. Harsh conditions.
I suppose.
The son of the god of the dead shall someday break free from the realm in which he was born while under the many conditions of the Pact of Punishment. 15 Titan blood.
Not even the Pact of Punishment can stop me.
The dark reflections. The son of the god of the dead shall someday break free from the realm in which he was born while influenced by all the many talents revealed to him in the Mirror of Night.
The Mirror of Night. It's made me strong.
That is a solid 23 Titan blood in one episode. Actually, I guess technically it would be... Wow, we got 26 Titan blood in one episode. That's kind of crazy. But now we're going to go ahead and switch back to our passives that we had before. So Chthonic Vitality, Death Defiance, Greater Reflex, Boiling Blood, we'll keep Stygian Soul, High Confidence, go away and never come back. There's very little reason for me to ever want to use that. I prefer privileged status when I can. Dark Foresight will keep, God's Legacy, and Fated Persuasion. Perfect. I think that looks about right for me. And let's go talk to Skelly and round out the episode. And we have so much Titan blood to level things up. 29 Titan blood now.
Enough with the small talk, boyo. Hit me. Go on.
All right, the game says we're gonna run the rail next. And why don't we go ahead and max out the aspect of Zagreus. 12 bonus ammo, and I just had so much fun playing a Zeus build. I feel like we've done a lot with Zeus, but can you humor me one more time with one more Zeus build, because it just feels good. It just feels good to get that so very stacked up and watch it happen. Alright, Kiwi, with all that said, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you're asleep, I hope you're sleeping well. I love you, and I will see you in the next one for some more Hades action.
I'm too young to die.